Okay, boys and girls, we have our 6 words over here to the side. Excuse me. Had, what, got, much, best, and they. And so we're going to use some of these words today, not all of these words, but we're going to use some of these words to practice writing sentences. And so you need your journal and you need your pencil. And we're going to be working together, but it's really important that you're working with me and not just waiting to copy what I've done. I need you working with me. That way you can get some great practice. So go ahead and get your pencil and your journal. And we're going to start in our first sentence. I just want you to think about how many words you're going to hear. So it's going to be, we had the best time at the zoo. Okay, so as I say each word, I want you to put up a finger to see if you can figure out how many words this sentence has. It's a long sentence. Okay, so every time I say a word, hold up a finger. We had the best time at the zoo. You should have been holding up 8 fingers because it has 8 words. So we're going to start off with our first word, which was we. Okay, so think about it's the beginning of the sentence. We know we have to have a capital letter. We. We. And remember, we have to have a space before we do our next word. We had. Add. That is one of our words that we have over here. Or you can also just stretch that one out. We had the. That's probably a word you have memorized in your head already. We had the best. That's one of our words. So look over here to see if you can find the one that looks like it's the word best, and then go ahead and write it. We had the, don't forget your space. Okay, now our next word. We had the best time. So before we write this word, let's think about what we hear. T, I, I hear 3 sounds. T, I, But listen to that I sound. T, I. It's not saying I, it's saying I. So when you write the word time, think about what you need to do to make sure that I is saying its name. T, I. Right now it says we had the best time. So think about what do you need to do. Make sure you add that E at the end to make the I say I. We had the best time. Don't have any more space, so I'm going to come way back over here. I'm not going to start here. I'm going to come way back over to the red line. At. And I didn't put a capital letter. That's not the beginning of my sentence. This is the beginning. We had the best time at the. That word should be in your brain, so go ahead and write the word the. And remember you're putting your spaces. And then the word zoo. That's probably a word that you might have memorized in your brain just because you've seen it many times. Z. And then there's going to be 2 O's. Okay. And then you have to think about what you want to put at the end. We had the best time at the zoo. So if I say it like I'm just telling it to you, I put a period. I could say it like, we had the best time at the zoo, and I put an exclamation mark. I'm not going to be putting a question mark because I'm not asking you. Okay, I'm telling you. And so I'm going to say it like I'm excited about it. We had the best time at the zoo. And so I'm going to end it with our exclamation mark. Okay, so check your sentence. You should have been working along with me, so you should be finished with your sentence. Make sure you have your capital letter at the beginning. Make sure you ended it with an exclamation mark. And make sure you have your spaces. Let's go back and read it together. We had the best time at the zoo. Okay, we're going to do one more sentence. Okay, it's going to say, I got to see the big snake. So let's count out the words. I got to see the big snake. It's another long sentence. You should have counted out 7 words. Okay, so go and pick up your pencil. Put some space before you do your next sentence. I, beginning of your sentence. Make sure you make it capital. I, new word, means I need to have a space. I cannot start my new word right next to it. I have to have a space. And the word is got. And that's one of the words on your list. Okay, so go ahead and write the word got. I got. Okay, I'm doing another word. I have to put a space. I got to. Think about how you spell the word see. Like you see it with your eyes. And go ahead and write the word see. I got to see. Your next word is the. So go ahead and write the word the. Big. Think about the sound you hear. B, ig. Big. Go ahead and write the word big. And then the word snake. At the beginning of snake, you've got to blend sn. It's not just a s. There's a sn. So go ahead and put the sn. Sn. A. K. Now there's 2 letters that can make that k sound. And the word snake, it's going to be the K. Okay. Let's really think about this word snake. Think about that A. It's not saying ah. If it said ah, then it would say I got to see the big snack. But we want it to say sn-a. So think about what you need to do to this word at the end to make this A say snake. And go ahead and add that. You should have added the E. And if I'm just telling it to you, I got to see the big snake. I'm not excited about it. I'm not asking you. I'm just telling you. I'm going to end it with a period. Okay, so check your sentence. Make sure you have a capital letter. Make sure you have your period. Make sure you have those spaces. Let's go back and read it together. I got to see the big snake. So we together use the word best in the sentence, and we use the word got in the sentence. So I'm going to challenge you to pick one more word on your own. You've got, we also use the word had. We use 2 words up here. We also use the word had, so we can cross that out. So you still have the word what, much, and they. So I'm going to encourage you and challenge you to do one more sentence using either the word what, much, or they.